I said this after the FTC deal thing got denied, and I kind of stick by this, and I will, that from here on out, it's nothing but wins for Xbox. Now, when I say that, I don't mean, hey, they're going to go out and outsell PlayStation and Nintendo every single month or anything like that. I think that would be silly, and it doesn't mean that they'll always have, you know, some kind of advantage or whatever. You know what I mean? But I think just in general, people are starting to take notice of Xbox and what they're bringing and the value and all the different things that they're doing. And I think with that coming into play, we're starting to see, just a lot of people enjoy Xbox again. And I think this is going to bode well for them, especially if, and I think that this is what they're going to do. They're going to actually bring more of a focal point to the console. I mean, you might say that they maybe focused a little bit too much on cloud, and they've admitted that. But now I think the focal point comes back to console, and rightfully so. It's nice to see that, these things kind of come full circle. The console is what I'll always kind of look at Xbox as, right? Well, Xbox is a console, and that's exactly what I think a lot of other people look at Xbox as well. So this was very interesting when they made this announcement, and I'm impressed with it. So let's go ahead and get into it, because I feel like it's a good topic of discussion, and I don't think I've seen enough people really talk about it, but yeah, pretty interesting. So let's get started. The Xbox Game Showcase, yes, that thing that happened months ago, and the Starfield Direct was the highest rated and most watched Xbox show ever. So, a lot of people say Xbox is dead or whatever, Xbox is irrelevant, and then you see stuff like this and you just go, wow, I guess Xbox is, a lot better off than what we thought originally. So, yeah, honestly, when I saw this, I thought, hey, this is cool. This is nice to see that Microsoft is out here making all of these awesome moves and things like that. And now this is just like more confirmation of that. So really cool to see. And, at the end of the day, listen, I think Microsoft has come such a long way with what they've been able to do. So we'll see if this continues and this hype can continue and stuff like that. I have a feeling that it will, but Microsoft announced that the showcase in Starfield Direct was the most watched Xbox show ever. Over 92 million views across the main showcase trailers and segments from the show in 7 days, which is up 38%. So almost 40% increase compared to the 2022 show. It makes it the highest rated and most viewed show ever in Xbox history. Of course, this is what Microsoft themselves had to say. It's been a little over a month since fans around the world enjoyed the Xbox Game Showcase and Starfield Direct, and we're delighted to say that within 7 days of the broadcast, we saw over 92 million views across our first ever double features, trailers, and segments of the show. A 38% rise in viewership over last year's show. It's become the highest rated and most viewed show for Xbox ever, and we can't thank you enough for being part of that. And we hope that you're as excited as we are for Xbox's future. From our own games like Starfield, Forza Motorsport, Hellblade 2, Fable, South of Midnight, Avowed, Clockwork Revolution, Microsoft Flight Simulator 24, Towerborn, and more, to those coming to Xbox from our partners around the world: Star Wars Outlaw, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, City Skylines 2, 33 Immortals, and more. Our show aims to bring something for every kind of player. Whether you're an RPG obsessive, an indie curio collector, a PC player, a console owner, or even a brand new to gaming, we like to think that there's something that piqued your interest. In awe, viewers from around the globe were the first to witness reveals for 27 games, 13 from our first-party studios, and 21 will launch and be available with Game Pass, not to mention a new console in the form of a carbon black Xbox Series S. And we followed it up with Xbox Game Showcase Extended, which brought you even more to see from the announcements, like High on Life's High on Knife DLC that dives into the game from our studio and our partners' teams. We'd like to thank all the teams involved for the studios themselves, who worked tirelessly to bring their games to the show, many of them showing their progress and projects off for the very first time. To many people who worked behind the scenes to help make the show a success, but most of all, we'd like to thank you for bringing your curiosity, your excitement, and your support. Xbox's mission is to bring the joy of gaming to everyone, no matter where they are. And your joy at seeing the future of Xbox helps us know that we're on the right path. We saw that across the world as fans packed our in-person FanFest events in Los Angeles, Mexico, Melbourne, and Warsaw to celebrate the reveals together. These shows are nothing without you watching them, and we couldn't be happier with the surprise and delight that we saw on the day, as we have seen in the weeks since. Of course, we're not done yet, not even close. In August, Xbox will be headed to Gamescom in Germany, the world's largest gaming event, and we'll be setting up our biggest booth ever to show off the incredible games that we have coming to you. We'll have more news in the next few weeks about our presence, so stay tuned. So again, not only do they have like this huge amount of momentum that's going on right now, but then they're going to say, hey, we're going to be there and we're going to have a good presence at Gamescom. And I think that's exactly, what they need to do. Like, this is the type of stuff that they have to do. They have to be able to go out there and make sure that people have stuff to get excited about. I think that was the key element missing from Xbox over the last, I think few years. And so it is definitely nice to see that they've kind of fixed that and made sure that things can kind of go in a different direction, because, obviously Microsoft, far from perfect, but they definitely are getting things kind of moving in the right direction. And I think one of the main things that they have, besides like the backwards compatibility and Game Pass and all that kind of stuff, besides all of that stuff, they actually have the ability to do something that PlayStation doesn't have the ability to do, or that they haven't shown that they'll do, and that is go out there and make sure that they're kind of talking with gamers and stuff like that. I think that's exactly what they have to do. They have to be able to kind of let people know what's happening, right? And that's someplace where I think Sony has definitely failed. I don't think that's Jim Ryan's strong suit, but I do think that is Phil Spencer's strong suit, in that you're getting people. You're interacting with people, you're interacting with fans, you're making people excited about your product, and I think that's a much better way to do these things than the way that Sony does them. And so I guess we'll just have to kind of wait and see what happens. But yeah, I thought this was definitely cool, and nice to see that they're going to be doing like the Gamescom stuff, and they're going to be doing all that other kind of stuff that people are just thrilled about. So I hope to see even more from that in the future, and I know you guys are all going to be excited for what they're going to be doing. I hope they do more showcases and stuff like that, because that's going to be, like, to me anyway, the fun part about all of this. So let me know what you guys think. I definitely do appreciate it. I know you guys are very excited about the future of Xbox, just like me, and we're going to continue to see Microsoft grow and do the right things. I mean, yeah, they're not going to always be doing the things that everybody wants, but I think you have to offer a little something for everybody, and they've managed to do that pretty well, in my opinion anyway. So with that being said, let me know what you think. Rank them up, fact them up, Crap Gamer them up. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Crap Gamer out.